Okay, welcome back. We're at step 3 of our badge creation. We are going to now take our created badge and put it into our learning management system, our Canvas website. So we're going to need to be in a couple places for this to work. The first one is to go back to Badger. Here we are in our issuers. We just hopefully recently added a badge to our list. And what we need to do from here is a one-time step. We need to make it so Badger and Canvas, which is my tab right here, that they can talk to each other. So I have to go to App Integrations, and you may have done this already before to make Google Classroom things work with Canvas. So it's really the same thing. We say, hey, we want Badger to work with Canvas. And what we have here is our consumer key and our shared secret. That might look familiar to you. So I'm going to jump over, leaving that on that page. I'm going to jump over to my class in Canvas. I'm going to go down to settings. And I'm going to see that there's like installed apps. I've installed Google. But what I haven't done is installed Badger, so I can search for it. I start searching for badges. Now, when I first started creating badges, Badger was really the only one that did this. You can see that there has been some additional ones since then, including a lot of Badger pieces. And Incredible, which is the one that we just designed badges on, is now here. Maybe at some point I'll have to move over to them. And I've never heard of BadgeStack before, but we could maybe look into that. I'm going to go ahead and use my Badger US connection because that's the one that I've used in the past. So I choose Badger US and I can say Add App, and it's looking for my consumer key and shared secret. Badger gives you a really handy spot to just hit the copy button. And then over here, I can paste. And again, go back and copy my shared secret and head over here and hit paste. And those two are in there, so I should be able to add my app. It says it was successful. If I go to, let's just say, the home page of this, hopefully your page will refresh, and on your sidebar you will get a list that now includes badges. Just like Google Drive is now here, it is not by default. I now have badges here. If this works, we're going to get a page on here. Hurrah, we are getting it. Because it knows that I am on Badger and I'm a member of the Eastern Christian High School issuers, I can just quickly, I guess I could create a new one, but I'm going to select Eastern Christian High School. Oh, maybe we should make this say Eastern Christian Schools instead of high school so that this can be inclusive to all of us. I am sorry for not thinking about that sooner. Regardless, when I click on that, I will get our issuer. And here are my modules that I've created in this class so far. And if I've created a badge in Badger and I have a module in Canvas, what I can do is I can click here and it's going to give me a list of badges. Now, thank goodness they've added filter by name up here. So if I wanted to just see, for instance, ones that I've created that have the word web in them, I can type that. This did not used to be here, and I had to search through them, and it was really difficult. So let's just see. Conditionals. Oh, yeah. And then, the only unfortunate thing still is that I can't make this bigger. So if your badges, like I had conditionals levels 1, 2, and 3, and I kind of have to guess as to which one it is. So I'm just going to click the first one. All right. So obviously this will not stay here, but now when you complete the Learning Mastery Theory module, you will get the EC Computer Coding Conditionals badge, and I can just turn that off by hitting the X. There is one more step to do, however, and that is I'm going to go to my modules, and I am going to click over here, and I am going to edit my module. And this is where, because how do we know if the person has completed all of the things they need to do to earn their badge in Learning Mastery? And so this is where you can set the requirements. So I can say, hey, in order to do Learning Mastery, they must complete all of these requirements. I've played along with the sequential order one. Sometimes I want to force them to see like a review quiz, like a quiz review page before I let them take the quiz. So that might be something to do. But basically what I can do is I can say, okay, I want them to have done the assignment. Well, maybe I want them to just view the fact that there are Learning Mastery readings so that you don't skip that and can get away with getting your badge without even clicking on that. And then for the written response, I want to say that they had to score at least a 9 out of 10. So usually if I've graded, or if I've told it my response has X number of points, see, I didn't say how many points these things are worth, but if I had already created my assignment that says this is a 10-point assignment, then this would say like /10, so it would remind you what a normal thing would be. My rule is always I expect a 90% or better to show mastery. And then I can say you also have to do the quiz and you have to score at least a 9. And so again, that one says out of 0 because I haven't completed it yet. Theoretically, what if I said the discussion, you have to have contributed to the discussions in order to also get the badge? So that would be probably my list of things that I would want to do. Of course, there's also this. They have to have done at least one of these things. But in badges, what I want to say is, here's the things I want you to be able to do to show that you have mastery of this. And so then I'm making them do, all of them. I don't always do view the item. Depends if I really want to make sure they've done it. Usually I say, well, you couldn't have passed the quiz unless you have actually read the notes. So I don't usually add the view the item just because I know they're not going to pass the quiz. And so I update my module. It's going to just give a little icon up here as to the fact that they have to do this. Real quick, let me just show you one other. If I now go to edit my digital badges, I can add prerequisites. So if I don't want them to earn digital badges until they've done mastery learning, what I can do is that, and that will lock this badge until they've completed this badge. Depending on the sequencing of what you have, you might want to do that, and that could work out for you so that they can't skip around. In this class, I don't think I care about that, so I wouldn't put that in, but it just depends on the situation that you're in. So that is adding. It's now ready to go. When students take this, and they're going to get little check marks as they submit things, or it's going to tell them what their grade is if they need to redo it. And then once they do that and they click on badges, they're going to see a list of the badges they've earned that get highlighted, and they can also see a leaderboard. In fact, let's see if I can quick do that as well. I don't think I can. Now these things are over here. So I can click easily on progress, and it will tell me when I have students, it will tell me which badges they've earned. I can also click the leaderboard and enable the leaderboard. I never click enable name sharing, but I sometimes will enable the badge sharing, which says it will tell them which badges they've earned as a class, so they can see, oh, everybody's earned this one except for me, or I'm the first one to earn this one, that kind of thing. What it does for the leaderboard is it will actually generate fake names for them, which are quite funny names, and you can have some control over those names by hitting a refresh button. So if one comes up you don't like, you could rename them. And then they can see, oh, the first place in the class is the gargantuan penguin, and hey, I'm gargantuan penguin, so that's me. So it will tell them who they are, but it won't tell them who everybody else is. Now, do they share that sometimes? Actually, my classes have mostly been tight-lipped about that. They'll may share it with their friends, but they don't go around telling everybody I'm on the top, or I'm on the bottom. I think they usually stay humble enough in high school. I've noticed that that doesn't become an issue. Regardless, that's how you do it technically, and hopefully you'll have more experience seeing these things as a member of the class, so I probably don't even need to tell you about this stuff because you can see it working in this class, which is really the only way to get some experience with it to see how it might be like for students. So I hope that is helpful to you.